just pulled up. I just got to get a bit of firewood, top up the wood box. Just thought I'd run through with you why and how I go about collecting my firewood. I use the Husqvarna 540i XP lithium powered chainsaw, electric obviously, lithium, and yeah, really all you've got to do is consumables is put the bar oil in there, and I just carry a little bottle of bar oil. Importantly, I've put the chaps on. I've got my safety boots on, I've got some safety glasses, and I'll put some ear protection on despite these having a much lower decibel rating to a petrol powered saw. They still make a fair bit of noise, and this is still suggesting it's 106 decibel. It's all chain noise, no engine noise. The reason I chose the Husqvarna saw over many of the other options, there's probably a couple of reasons. One is it's got a 12 volt charger. 12 volt SIG charger. It puts out at about 12 volt 8 amp. But I had that at about half charged overnight, well, at the end of the day yesterday, and after using it for a week or so, we've been out and about, and I just charged it in a couple of hours last night, or I just plugged it in and let it run overnight. It was fully charged this morning, no issues at all. So that was the main reason for getting the Husqvarna. The other option would have been a still. The equivalent still saw, but at the time they didn't do a 12 volt charger. You had to run through an inverter. I don't want to do that. I don't have that capability. I wanted to be able to just run 12 volt charging straight to the saw. It's also a professional saw, so it's got all the good gear. It's well balanced. It's serviceable as opposed to a lot of the hobby saws. Uses all the good hardware. It's got all the right safety features in it, so that's the main reason why I've gone for the Husqvarna. Real simple on button. You get a warning light, but that's because the chain brake's on. You just take the chain brake off, the warning light's fully charged. Safety feature, you got to hold that down and sort of push it in at the same time. Off you go. So this smaller stuff is what I'm after. Get rid of some of this off the end here. So, starting off at that size, that's nice dry wood there. So, we got a night's worth easily just in this one branch. Starting to get a little bit of right in there. That'll be right though. Always use that chain brake, that's your friend. It's not just there for good looks, it's there for a reason. Yeah, it's still good wood. A little bit damp on the outside, but that's awesome. A couple of bigger bits here, get us through the... Nice and dry, and off the ground. Don't forget to have a look around, make sure you've got no compression and tension and all that sort of stuff going on. You know, look at that. You could almost put a match to that. It's a bit damp on the outside, but that's beautiful wood. We're still a bit of elevation here, so it's not going to be the best wood in the world, but it goes all right though. It's easy not to have all this bloody safety gear on. Of course, jump out of the truck with your thongs or your Crocs on. But why risk it? So simple enough. Husqvarna 540i XP, being the professional saw. Give it a bit of a dust off when I'm at home. That's a ripper bit of gear, and I just use the single 36 volt battery. They clip in and out. You know, that's the best part of the whole saw. There's obviously a bit of a motor in there. So it's about 180 watt, I think. Yeah, 36 volt, 5 amp, 180 watt. Easy. Just clips in there. Done. Get the bar cover on it. A little bit of a kit in there for sharpening her up, and all the tools as needed. But that was the clincher for me. 12 volt charging. So yeah, a couple of things there. Make sure you wear your safety gear. It's not worth the risk not wearing it. I've got steel caps on there. Threw the chaps on. You know, for the sake of 5 minutes work, it's still worthwhile. And of course, one of the most important things you can do if you're out collecting wood, and that makes you a real professional, is you got to wear your woolen flannel or your lumberjack shirt. Can't collect firewood without a good, in this case, Hugh Charles green flannel. Oh yeah, and the other thing is, make sure you've got some good helpers to help get the wood out of the scrub up into the wood box or back into your truck. That's probably the hardest part of the whole job. Thanks for watching. See you next time.